Hello, beautiful peoples of the interwebs. What is up? It's your host with the most icy hair, and today we are back in Trove Open Beta. Today's video is a little different than normal videos. Today I'm going to be talking about dragons, because that seems to be the hot topic right now. Everybody wants to know how to get them, things like that. So I'm going to tell you guys all about that in today's episode. So first, what are dragons? Dragons are a new form of transportation in Trove. They combined wings and a mount together. Also, if you progress far enough along the dragon system, yours can even attack, kind of like a boat. So I guess it performs all three forms of transportation in one way or another, since boats have cannons, mounts go on land, and the wings fly. So every hour, server time hours, so well, that doesn't really matter. Top of the hour, wherever you are, it will start a challenge in Uber Worlds. Uber Worlds go ranks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, and they last for 20 minutes. And that's according to the server. That's why I said that, because some people say, "Oh, that was it was off by 30 seconds or a minute or whatever." That's just probably some lag or something. But yeah, it lasts for 20 minutes, and you have a chance to get up to 13 of these right here, the Azulian Dragon Cache, in the time that the challenge goes by. Now you need to complete a total of 450 points worth of quests. Now the way you get those are different depending on certain factors, such as the Uber world you're in or the class you play as. Uber 1, 2, 3, and 4 give you no bonus multiplier towards the amount of points you get towards the badge. And there's 4 ranks of the badge. I believe it's bronze, silver, platinum, or no, gold, then platinum. Yes. Bronze is 10 points, silver is 40 points, gold is 100 points, and platinum is 300 points for a total of 450 points. So as I was saying, Uber 1, 2, 3, and 4 give you no bonus. Uber 5 gives you a 3 times bonus, and Uber 6 gives you a 9 times bonus, as well as 2 set classes will give you a 3 times bonus each one. So it can be, the maximum reward you can get is from playing in Uber 6 with one of the 2 selected classes, which would be 27 points per quest complete. Quests are the dungeon areas, by the way. So at the top of the hour, it announces what class it is and what biome. Remember, you have to complete dungeon in a specific biome. So the most efficient way to do it would be in a U6 with the selected class in the right biome, completing 3-star dungeons. If you complete 17 of those, you'll have enough points. So that's more than reasonable to do in 20 minutes. I myself, the best time I completed was about 15 minutes, completing all of them. So it is possible, and the minimum level requirement is level 32 to get into a U6, which is gear level, which you can view if you press C via your character card. It's the first level number right there. So 32. As of Tuesday's patch coming up, you'll have to be level 32 in a U6 to receive the rewards, or whatever the appropriate level is. So you do those and you get these caches. You can get 13 per hour. Another way to get the caches, it's in the shop under the goods section. You can buy them for credits right here, and they're relatively expensive in terms of credits, but if you want to get stuff faster and you don't have the time to spend, that's a great way to support the game as well as get a reward. So you open these. These contain all sorts of different items. So we see our first item we got was Flux, Eyes, and let's see if we get any of the other items these have a chance to drop. Okay, so I wasn't very lucky there. I did get some Flux and Eyes though, but the other things you had the chance to get from them are Azulian Dragon Essences, Dragon Coins, or Azulian Dragon Souls. So what all these things are all items that can help you unlock the dragon. So the base one that you want is the Azulian Dragon Soul. The way you get it is a rare drop from the chest, the cache that I just showed. Also, to note, those caches have a very rare chance to contain a Pentaforged Soul, which allows you to make Radiant Gear. So you're saying, okay, I got Azulian Dragon Essences and Coins. What do I do? Well, here's what you do. You go to the hub, because at the hub, there's a crafting station there. The crafting station is located this way. Oh, I'm just going to fly over there. Don't worry, I'll show off the things in a second. I'm trying to save that, but we'll see there. So you go down here below the giant dragon statue and you find the dragon crucible. There's 2 things you can craft here. The first one uses dragon coins, and it's the purifying dragon flame. It also takes flames and radiant shards. These are used to create your radiant items, which that's not what this video is about, so disregard those unless you're making radiant items. These are what you come here to make. If you didn't get the soul from the cache, then you can craft one here. You can see it takes 3 of the essences, 1 of the coin, as well as 1 golden soul and 50 glacial shards. So we can make one of those right here. So now I have 2 souls. To consume a soul, you just click it, and it has a really cool effect. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, that's a pretty awesome sound. So we'll use both of those. So I just used those. How do I know how many I used and what do I get for using them? Well, there's a very simple way to find that out. You can press I, and if you go to badges and scroll all the way down, you'll see your progress. This is the Azulian Dragon Ascension. Now, something to note about the dragons is each dragon will last for a set amount of time in the game before they take away your ability to earn that one and you move on to earning the next one, which hopefully they'll cycle them around like they're planning on doing with the adventure boxes. So when you consume your first soul, you get a pet. At 5 souls, remember these stack on top of each other, so it's not like it resets after you get 1 badge then you have to collect them. At 5 total consumed souls, you get your first mount that you can ride on, called the Fledgling. At 15 total souls consumed, so 10 more than the last rank, you get a dragon that can fly, the Azulian Dragon. Then at 30 total souls consumed, which is 15 more on top of the previous rank, you get a pretty awesome mount called Azorian the Blue, and he can do something very special. He can shoot fire from his mouth. Then at 40 souls, which is 10 more from the previous rank, which is the highest amount of souls you can consume, you get something called the Spirit of Azorian, and each dragon is going to have a different kind of spirit. This gives you a permanent passive bonus, which will be implemented in a future update. So let's take a look at those rewards. So the level 1 reward you can find in the allies section, and it's right here. It's called the Azulian Dragonling, and you can see it has 50 mastery points, as well as minus 8% incoming damage, 10% reduction in cooldowns, and a chance to damage enemies with fire. Let's take a look at this little guy. So as you can see, he's just like a common ally right there that you can find anywhere, and he's your first reward. So after you collect 4 more souls after unlocking him, you get your Fledgling. Now this just says strikes a dramatic silhouette against a full moon, and that's also worth 50 mastery points. This is your basic dragon. So as you can see, when he runs, he leaves a little bit of smoke, some footprints in the ground. He breathes a little bit of smoke, and he has a small cloud when he jumps. He can't fly. If you try to fly, your wings will pop out. But you know, it's a basic mount. Cool reward for collecting something, which probably is going to take you a while to do. Then after you collect your 15 souls, which is 10 more on top of unlocking this guy, this is the Azulian Dragon, the adult form, and he is worth 100 mastery points. As stewards of the prime skies, Azulian dragons are perfectly at home amid clouds and air currents. Now let's take a look at how this one changes from the previous one. As you can see, now he has some sparks coming out of his nose, and he has a glowing aura around him. When he walks, he still leaves some smoke and claw prints in the ground. He also has a little tiny bit more smoke, but this time he can glide around. He has a cool air effect with like little light particles flying off of him. And yeah, that's all you can do with this one. So he's a pretty cool upgrade, a very good reward. You know, you're about halfway through the progression. This is the 3rd stage in the badge. Then when we get to your 4th stage in the badge, which this is the legendary dragon Azorian the Blue, this guy gets pretty interesting. He's worth quite a bit of mastery points at 250, as you can see there. Zahara herself tasked Azorian and his descendants with stewardship of the skies of the prime realm in her name. So this is Azorian the Blue. He has a lot more visual effects than the previous level. As you can see now, flames come out of his nose, not just the little sparks. he has a little light essence, like little particles flying off of him, as you can see there, in addition to the glow. When he walks, he leaves flames in his path, which I think is the coolest thing. He has a lot more smoke surrounding him when he jumps, but the coolest thing ever is that if you get up nice and high and you start gliding with him and you click with the left mouse button, he shoots these blue balls of fire that explode everywhere. These will destroy the walls of dungeons as well as terrain around you, which lets you collect blocks pretty easily here. He has kind of a set range, as you can see. If you hold down the button, you can't really aim it anywhere. If you aim anywhere else, it's kind of in front of him. And he also has a nice slow descent if you want. He falls a lot slower than Wings, from what I understand. And it's a really cool reward for reaching 30 souls. I'm at 32 out of 40, so it's pretty cool to be on your way there. I can't wait till they implement the passives, and I look forward to future dragons. Also, something to note, if you go look at the other dragons we have here, the elder dragons, I'm gonna show you guys a little secret right here to get you hyped. If you read the description for the Elder Dragonling, which is the first step of the progression, at the very bottom it says more friends, more fun. So basically we can interpret from that the referral system, which we see coming soon. Sorry about that. Refer a friend. We're going to be getting dragons from that, which is going to be pretty awesome. This is Azori in the Blue, and this was a guide on everything about dragons in Trove. Good luck on collecting your dragons. Oh yeah, one other thing to note about Zori in the Blue, he has more effects when he flies coming off of him. That's the one last thing. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this guide. I really hope it helps you out. And good luck collecting your dragons. If you liked this episode, remember to like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. Comment down below. If you think a friend would enjoy it, share with them or add to your favorites. Because as always, that always helps my channel continue to grow and helps me make more great content for you guys. If you want to get into Trove, check the link down in the description for your instant access to open beta, free to play today. Come start collecting your dragons. And yeah, that's everything, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. As always, this has been Icy. Until next time, you all stay awesome. Peace.